Hi, this is Randy from Motor Mania Media, and today we were at Monster Truck Show out here in Union Grove, and I happened to pull some of the people with us, and today I have...
I'm Alex Bardin. I'm the driver of the Outlaw Monster Truck Monster Truck.
How about that? And?
I'm Devin Winfield. I drive the Tombstone Sheriff Monster Truck.
And I'm telling you what we saw out there today, I'm sure you'll see it on our video shoots. It was absolutely a wonderful day. I've never seen guys your age going out there and just crushing it. The fans loved it. And what I really loved about being out here was the excitement of the fans and the energy you guys always bring. It's just wonderful. So can you tell me a little bit about yourself? What got you into monster trucks? What opportunities came along in your life? And a little bit of what a day is like being on the road.
Yeah, so I always loved trucks growing up as a kid,
Okay.
It started out with construction trucks and then semi trucks, and then Hot Wheels started to make their monster trucks into the store, right? So my parents bought my first monster truck toy.
And how old were you then?
I was 2 years old.
There we go.
Yeah, I was 2 years old.
It was in your blood.
Yeah, so I started to play with the toy in the living room, smashed the other little Hot Wheels cars out there. And then my parents took me to my first show in the Houston Astrodome later that year.
Gotcha.
And fell in love with it from that point on. And I knew when I saw Gravedigger and I heard Bad to the Bone come on for the very first time, and I heard 50,000 people stop and cheer for one truck, one man, that I wanted to be that guy.
That guy.
That when they heard that song come on, they knew they were going to see a show.
Wow, and here you are today.
Here I am today.
Dreams do come true. So
Yep,
how did you get that gap from being the kid to watching somebody that you idolize to today being here in Union Grove and other, of course, terrific venues?
It just kind of at the right place at the right time. I stayed dedicated. Okay. Growing up in school, I wasn't the most popular kid. I got made fun of a lot because I wanted to drive a monster truck.
Sure.
Actually, when I was in high school, it was college and career day, and the entire student body had to go up in one at a time, alphabetical order, and say what you wanted to do when you got older. And so I was, my initials being AB, I was at the very front of that list. And so you had to go introduce yourself and tell everybody what you wanted to do. And I said, my name is Alex Bardin. I want to drive a monster truck when I got older. And
so what would the crowd feel about that?
Yeah, so the guidance counselor actually took the microphone from me, laughed, and said that's not a real job, and told me to pick something else. And I said, I want to be a monster truck driver, and I dropped the microphone and I walked off the stage. And everything in life happens for a reason,
Yeah.
And I never let anybody doubt, never let anybody doubt me, never let it get to me. And I knew at the end of the day I was always going to get the last laugh.
Gotcha.
So I stayed dedicated. I worked my butt off. I started at the very bottom of this team 12 years ago when I met the guy that owns the Outlaw truck, Michael Harper, and he saw something in me at that time in Victoria, Texas, where I met him that I didn't even see in myself. And he gave me an opportunity. I worked my butt off with him for 8 years before I even got a chance to sit in one of his monster trucks. And now I get to drive his headliner truck, the Outlaw truck, here in front of some of the greatest fans, the Monster Truck Awards fans that we have. And honestly, I've been with him for 13 years and I haven't worked a day in my life the last 13 years because I absolutely love what I do.
You do. That's the perfect occupation to have. Something you have a passion for, somebody who saw something that, to me, it would have been easy for most people to see because it looks like you have a wonderful work ethic. You're very, very easy to talk to. And you definitely have the attributes, the looks, the ability to put yourself out there because of your passion. And it's your passion that connected with this gentleman and really made your dream come true.
Absolutely, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work. And when I first started, I wasn't any good. I broke a lot of parts, but I was in the shop up until 3 a.m. every day fixing my trucks just to go out there and break it again. And I was very fortunate that he was able to foot the bill and pay for the parts, pay for my mistakes, and here I am today. I get to do this with one of my best friends, Devin. I've known this guy forever. We used to play monster trucks on video games together. I used to race him, and just today I got to race him in the finals. So every time I get to line up with this guy, this is the memories that make it worth it.
I can see the smile on both your faces.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great bond you guys got.
Yes, sir.
And you doer too? How did you get into this whole thing?
I had started out very similar. I started out, earliest memories I can ever remember were monster trucks. I remember my parents took me to World Finals in Las Vegas, Monster Jam, and I had gone every single year. That was the one thing we got to do every year, was go to World Finals. It's the big thing every year. So my earliest memories are getting the Hot Wheels trucks and playing with them on the pool table. I'd make the Vegas track because it was the same shape as the stadium. And then, you know, growing up in school, I went through the same thing where people laughed at me and told me I would never do it because it's ridiculous. They think that, you know, monster trucks are stupid and they're just big trucks. And I didn't let that, you know, affect me. And you know, that's another outlet I had, was getting on Xbox and playing with Alex. And I met him when I was 13, and I just turned 24 and I'm in a monster truck now.
Unbelievable story. That is so true, that dreams do come true.
Yeah.
Especially the, you know, you two guys in your lives, the way they collaminated together and how you both move forward. So you were telling me a little bit of day in the life, and a lot of people think that if you're a driver, you're a driver. But
Yeah.
you've got a lot of hands-on, getting hands greasy, fixing, working, getting things right again. Who helped mentor you through that?
You know, when I first met Michael Harper 12 years ago, I didn't even know what a 9/16 wrench was. I had no mechanical experience. I was just willing to learn, and he was willing to teach me. And now I can take a monster truck apart by myself in 3 days and put it back together by myself in a month.
So do you guys help each other with that?
Absolutely.
too?
Anything that Devin needs help with, I give him a hand with.
Got
Anything
it.
I need help with, Devin gives me a hand with.
And that's teamwork and wonderful memories, not only when you're out here having fun.
Yeah.
And you gotta, I take it behind the scenes, there can be frustrating days when stuff's not going together right.
Oh,
But
yeah.
then there's the days when you didn't think you could do something that you both collaborated on and it worked, and those have got to be some magic moments, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, that's what makes it all worth it in the end. Everybody thinks that this is all sunshines and rainbows out here, and it's not. You know, truly driving a monster truck is, I think, the greatest job, one of the greatest jobs you can possibly have. Putting a smile on a kid's face is an incredible feeling, because I was that kid, you know, at one point in my life. But we work 80, 85 hours a week. We
Sure.
drive the semi that hauls the truck.
Yep.
We set up the track, we build the track, we paint the track, we hang the lights.
Wow.
There's a lot more that goes into our lives than just holding a steering wheel sitting in a monster truck, you know. If we break during the show, I mean, we're out of the truck. Devin knows this. We're out of the truck fixing it so we can get right back in it and go right back out there for the fans.
And we saw that, unfortunately, today.
Yeah, you know.
One truck went down, and it looks like there's some repair work to be done.
Yeah, but you know, we'll work hard all week again, and we'll get the trucks ready to go, because we got a show coming up in Iowa, actually 2 shows coming up in Iowa, and those fans there paid the same amount of money, their hard-earned money, to watch a show.
Yeah.
And I know there's some kid in the stands that has been chomping at the bit with their parents for the last 2 months, saying how excited they are to come to the show, and I'm not going to let that kid down. So if I have to stay up until 6 a.m. every single day to get these trucks ready to go, I will, because it's putting a smile on the kid's face, it's sending the fans home happy, because we don't have any corporate sponsors here. We're not backed by anybody. Literally, like I said on the mic, our one sponsor is each and every one of the fans that come out to our shows, that buy the hats, the flags, the t-shirts, the toy trucks, you name it.
That's awesome. That's
They are the reason Devin and I get to do this.
So, Deb, would you agree on everything he just said of what
Oh.
you do and how you do it? and why-
Absolutely. You know, that he says the good days outweigh the bad, and that's absolutely true. You can have a bad day where nothing's going right, but at the end of the day, if we work together, it's more fun than it is anything else. And the fact that we can help each other all the time, it just makes the job that much more fun. And I'm going to look back one day and be like, that was the best time of my life.
Oh, I can't wait for you guys to get like my age, 63, and sit back and go, do you know, when I was younger and I was in that truck all day, you were just telling me before that you're sore the next day.
Oh, yeah.
Even if you're young. I mean, doing those jumps and
Yeah.
everything that you do, it takes a toll on you.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've been driving since April, and every week it's a big wake-up call, seeing how much your body hurts after doing a show, for sure.
Well, I just want to tell everybody, I really thank you guys for taking the time here with us after a wonderful monster truck show. You guys have really shown what friendship's all about, going after your dreams. And what's really wonderful is the audiences that you draw are families and little kids, and they're out here to have fun, make their dreams come true, so maybe one day they can be like you.
Yep, and I tell the kids every time I have the mic, you use me as an example, because it takes one person to believe in you, one person to give you an opportunity. I mean, honestly, to any of the kids out there watching this right now, it doesn't matter what you want to do in life. If you want to be an astronaut, a doctor, a lawyer, a monster truck driver, if you can dream it, you can achieve it. We're living proof that dreams come true. Right here, we're 2 reasons never to give up, no matter who tells you no. So just believe in yourself, work hard, and I promise you good things will happen to you.
I couldn't have said it better. Thank you so much for spending the time.
Thank you for having us. Yes,
No
sir.
worries. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
And now we're up here at the end of the show with our 2 individuals that came together today to present us a great life story about passion, about friendship, about moving forward, and what people would consider just a dream became their reality. And you know why? They did the work. They didn't quit. Thank you for taking the time.